Hold on, something went wrong. We do have a very poor connection today. I'm sorry for that. All right. Right. So basically all you need to do is understand the rules, follow the procedures, and then claim your due benefits according to the rules. Right. So now next is equality and support. Um I'm a partner with every partner, walking shoulder to shoulder, right? Um, in BG's community culture, there is no discrimination or preferential treatment. All right, now basically it's better now.
I think he lost the connection. So everyone just be patient, okay?
Yes, yes, I'm here. I'm back again. Thank you so much. All right. So now I would like to continue because I'm sorry for that technical issues. I do understand it. So like I said, in Beijing's community cultures, there is no discrimination or preferential treatment or anything like that. So only equality and mutual support, right? This is what we're aiming for.
I'm
So
sorry, Professor, can you turn on the camera because your camera is off?
it's all, it's impossible. Hold on. Right. Now, better? Right. Think now it's better. Let me quick chat with the technical staff. Mhm. Oh, later, maybe. All right. So where was I? Oh, so equality and everything. So on dividends, the dividend days, or in daily communication, you can directly discuss team development, business challenges, right, or personal plans with me or your team leader. Up to you. So my original intention is simple: to help more partners achieve high income, better management, and growth. Um, Now, number 4, when to claim and how to claim, right? So to avoid confusion about the process, we've outlined the claim process in detail below. So now let me check. Dividend date, for example, this month's dividend date is October 19th, right? So claim time within 48 hours of the dividend date. All right, now back to business. Oh, yeah. So they like that, I guess. So, right. Can you hear me? Right. Good. Thank you. So, yes. So, for example, 48 hours of the dividend date, right? October 19th, 12 a.m., October 20th, 11:59 p.m. So simply send me a private message to claim your dividend. Do not forget about it. So please pay attention every time, especially to bond chat. So deposit method. Uh, After you send me a private message to claim your dividend will be automatically credited to your account. So overdue processing. Also, if you don't claim your dividend within 48 hours, you will forfeit your dividend. It's based on established rules. Therefore, please ensure your claim your dividend within the claim period. It's 48 hours. So let's not forget about it. Write it down. But I'm sure that someone is recording this meeting, so you can watch it later. So the goal of these procedures is simple: to ensure the organization's operational order and provide each member with a clear, actionable path. Just say it. So number 5 is like why enhance communication? Simple question and simple answer. Enhance communication and identify problems promptly. Through communication, we can better identify issues such as, for example, team management, member attrition, and training gaps. It's not enough just to invite a person to be a part of it. We have to support and just to provide more knowledge to this person, right, about BG itself and the cryptocurrency market as well. So it's allowing us to adjust strategies promptly. So share successful experiences. Every leader who has achieved results can share their experiences to help BG members avoid mistakes. So basically, activate team spirit. Active communication can help new members integrate more quickly and foster a more profitable team environment, right? So creating a virtuous cycle. It's just basically like, imagine that you're a teacher and you have a new member in your class, right? So if you forget about this girl or boy and a newcomer, definitely it will not work. You have to communicate and participate somehow in this person's life, right? So your goals and your next steps, right? So as a partner working alongside you, I will do my utmost and the best to support and help you. And together, we definitely will build BG into a family where everyone feels a sense of belonging and has room to grow, of course, right? So, and friends, if you have any questions, please send me a private message through Bond Chat. So please stay in the live stream. Because today I've invited Ms. Gagan as Senior Investment Advisor and a Level 7 member of the BG team to share her success stories and basic operational procedures for new members. So please pay attention. So please give her a round of applause. Now let me check. All right.
All right, I'm here. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Beard. I appreciate you for inviting me and giving me the opportunity today to be your co-host and also talk to our BG community worldwide, where we have more than 2,300 members live in this Zoom call with you. So first and foremost, welcome everyone from all parts of the world. My name is Gagan Sarkaria. I am going to be a co-host today for the evening. And a very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all the people wherever you are chiming in from. This is a huge opportunity, and I am super blessed and honored today to be your trainer and also to be here, share my journey, where Dr. Beard asked me that if I was ready, and I said, sure I am. And I'm going to move my beautiful balloons to the side as they are a little distraction to me. So my role today is multitasking and multifold. I am here to share not only my success story, my journey as to how I began as a BG member, but my role and responsibility today as level 7 leader with BG Wealth Sharing and one of the senior investment advisors is to walk you through on the onboarding series as to how can you supercharge your success with BG and DST Exchange. So let's begin. I'm going to share some of my slides, but I have a smart board behind me, so I'm going to share a couple of things as well. So let's begin. This meeting is recorded, and I'm going to start with a disclaimer for sure that success with DST Exchange and BG Wealth Sharing is dependent upon your own focus, determination, and your ability to learn and share what Dr. Beard teaches us on a daily basis. So if you are going to commit to your own learning, your success is guaranteed. And I am, as a senior investment advisor, here to guide and coach you, to advise you, but I'm not here to guarantee any financial success, because success in crypto industry is based upon your own understanding and knowledge. But if you can follow Dr. Beard's steps, his knowledge, his passionate heart, and you can follow the codes that he issues everybody, no matter where you come from, no matter what your account is at the current moment, if you can follow him, you can guarantee your own success. As the founder and CEO of BG Wealth Sharing, he guarantees your fund safety, and he guarantees something which is super powerful, which is none other. There is nobody out there who does that, and that is a guarantee of profit on every trade. Let me say that again. People ask, Gagan, can you guarantee something? Oh, if you can safeguard my funds. I said, I have no guarantees. I'm just a partner like you. I'm not the owner. I'm not an employee. I'm just an investment partner in BG, just like you. The difference between you and I is that I started 9 months ago, and you probably will start in the next 9 hours, or you probably started in the last 9 days. But the difference that I have with you guys is just the fact that I was humble enough to let go of my ego, that, oh, I know what I know, but I wanted to learn what this gentleman had to teach me. So my journey started on December 25th, 2024, and I started BG with not a skeptical mind, but with a very cautious heart, because I have been scammed, I have been hurt, I have failed numerous times in something called the decentralized finance industry. So I learned from my lessons, and I learned how to do my due diligence. So as I started my journey, and I actually started BG with a very careful mind and heart and did my own due diligence, but I got very lucky that within 30 days, I requested a video call with Dr. Beard, and he was generous enough to give me 20 minutes of his time. And today he told me that he did feel intuitively that I had the potential. So he showed up. I'm like, great. I am so blessed, because if he didn't show up that day, which was January 26, 2025, I don't think I would be here today. For those of you who are still seeking that next breakthrough in your own financial freedom, for those of you who are still looking for a retirement plan, for those of you who are still looking for some passive investments, or for those of you who are looking for a side gig where your money can make money, BG is that platform for you. So today I'm going to walk you through step by step, how can you start with BG as an investment member, and how can you create your own account with DSJ Exchange. So I'm going to share a couple of things. So if you look at it on my board at the back, okay. So the way you start your journey is that you need a referral link and a referral code from the person who's invited you to be a member of BG community. BG is a proud hedge fund. I am a proud member. We are a strong community of 400,000 BG members in over 100 countries, and we are aggressively and very successfully growing on a daily basis. So some housekeeping rules I would like to share here during the meeting. If everybody can keep their hands down and not interfere or interrupt the presentation, that will be really good. So please keep your questions and your hand raising and everything to the last, so that we can open up the chat for a little bit, so that you can ask your questions, whether their questions are addressed to me or to Dr. Beard. So this meeting is going to be a little bit over the norm. Normally Dr. Beard is done within 30 minutes. So I'm starting my presentation. So let's get started. You need a referral link from the person who invited you to be a BG member. We do not need a referral link to be a BG member, but we need a referral link to create our own centralized exchanges account, which is the DSJ Exchange. Now, why is that? We say we are a BG member, but we create an account on the DSJ Exchange because we are not a financial advisor. We are investment advisors. So that means that we have the ability to advise you, but you have to take responsibility of your own assets and do the trading yourself. We are not taking your money and then doing the trade on your behalf. So there's a difference between a financial advisor and an investment advisor. As a registered investment advisor agency or a firm in United States of America, BG Wealth Sharing is not going to trade for you. You have to do your own trading every day. If you miss a code, or if you choose to not do 2 codes or not claim your bonus signals, then that's a missed opportunity for you. You cannot come back and cry about it that, oh, I missed my signal. No, we are issuing the signal. It is your responsibility. That's why we call you a partner, not an employee, not a subordinate, not nothing. We are members and we are partners, because if BG Wealth Sharing is doing their job in issuing the codes, it is our job and our responsibility to take those codes and then make money with those. I hope I'm clear with that. So that's why you need a referral link from the person who invited you. So what happens? When you open up the link that the person who invited you gave you, they're actually referring you to DSG Exchange. DSG Exchange is a centralized exchange, an up-and-coming exchange, a new exchange, but it's not a small exchange. Let me tell you, when we are trading on DSG Exchange as a whale, as a hedge fund, we have the capacity to move the markets and make a lot of money. And that's why we are leveraging that relationship that Dr. Beard, BG Wealth Sharing has created and established with DSG Exchange, with a multi-million-dollar AI and also over 200 analysts who are issuing the code, and Dr. Beard has that experience, knowledge, and expertise to issue those codes for us. We as retail investors are leveraging that relationship, and we are super blessed because every trade that we execute comes back with a profit. Let me say that again. Every trade that the BG member is going to execute from the AI code that Dr. Beard issues comes back with a profit. I've never heard that before. I've never participated in any project before like that. BG is a super blessing to me, and I call myself as Blessed Gagan for BG. So I want to talk a little bit more about how the referral link works. So when you get the registration form, yes, I have blocked my referral code, so you can't see that. You fill this out. You can choose to use your email or your mobile number, and then there is a CAPTCHA that actually is going to help you obtain a code so that we know that we are going to get the code and we are actually the human verified person. We are not an AI bot. We are not going to be creating something else. We are taking responsibility of creating our username and account on DSG Exchange. Once you fill all of this information out, the next thing you see is, voila, you have your personal DSG Exchange account. In order to participate in the daily codes, which is the trading, you do not need the KYC. However, DSG Exchange does require verification of your account because you eventually want to manage and secure your account and want to withdraw your profits and your funds, right? So one of the best things to do once you have your account set up, you should consider doing your KYC. There are 2 forms, 2 levels. When you click on the home button right here, then there is this profile button right there that you can see on the top left-hand corner. In your account, when you click on it, there are 2 features. One is the basic verification, and then after 24 hours, when that goes through, you have to do the advanced verification. Recently, during the summer, there was another layer of security issued by BG and DSG Exchange, which is the soft KYC verification. So when you are ready to withdraw your funds, and I'm going to give you a live demonstration today, how you can withdraw your funds, how you can deposit your funds, especially very helpful to those members who are new or those who are guests here who will be watching this video later on. That will be very helpful. So if you can stick with me, take notes, and follow the steps that I'm sharing with you, I'm pretty sure when you go back and revisit this video and this recording, it will make more sense to you. So verification, very important. Why is it that we want verification? First and foremost, it's your account. and eventually it's going to be a very big trade account. Whether it takes you 6 months to get there, whether it takes you 12 months to get there, whether it takes you 6 weeks to get there, you are going to double your investment in under 60 days. That's the guarantee of DSG Exchange and BG together. Whether you start with 300 USDT, 3,000 or 10,000, doesn't matter. The initial fund, assuming that you're going to learn and follow the instructions and also going to execute the codes that are going to be given to you, you will be able to double your investment under 60 days. That's the guarantee that BG gives you. If in case a trade fails, they have a 5-stage recovery process in place. And in the last 9 months, in the United States, there has been one code that was a failed signal. And within 10 minutes, that was issued a recovery code, and we were able to get our principal and a profit back. I've never seen such a positive and a credible system. So if you are a BG member, kudos to you for taking the faith and your chances with BG, because what I have noticed in the last 9 months that BG delivers. So if you want to be the person who are in charge of your own financial freedom, you are in the right platform, at the right team, with the right people around you. So kudos to you for being here. All right, next, let's go. What is the next step? Well, once you have your account ready with DSG Exchange, the next obvious step is to fund your account. Why is that? Well, don't jump the steps. The step is start your DSG Exchange account, fund your account, get that ready, then go to Bond Chat. And for those of you who don't know what Bond Chat is a free app that you can download where we as gated community sit and communicate with the founder, CEO of the company, Dr. Stephen Beard, and the BG administration team as well, along with BG members like me and so many others here who are there to share and communicate and give our own experience, knowledge, and learning to each other. So it is a gated community. What does that mean? Well, there is no subscription. We don't pay anything to BG. And a lot of times people say, how does BG make money? I'm like, well, I will walk you through how BG makes money too. And let me tell you, if they could exist on a free social media platform for 3 years, and now they wanted to turn into the whole 400,000 people on Bond Chat and make thousands and thousands of dollars to pay as a subscription, there was only one reason behind it: safety of the members' accounts and their own identity. The world is full of nasty, ugly actors as well as good people, and we believe in keeping our energy into more positive side and try to protect our community from the bad actors. So it is role and responsibility of every BG member to protect their own accounts, to protect their own brand, to protect their own reputation, but at the same time, protect BG brand, DSG brand, and our own community. That's how we collaborate and we become a part of a win-win-win model. So let's talk about how are you going to fund your account? Well, it's a crypto trading platform, right? So you need crypto in order to participate and fund your account. I got very lucky and blessed that most of my directs, when I started to build, they all had crypto experience. I think maybe less than 2% of my organization were brand new people who were like, I want to do this. I love what you're showing me, but I have no clue what crypto, like where would I find that? Like so let me tell you one thing, it's not rocket science. Remember, no matter what your age is, whether you are in your younger 20s and 30s and 40s, or you are in your 50s or 60s or 70s or 80s, I have people in my organization who are touching their 80s right now. And they rose their hand and said, you know what? I need something for my retirement fund. I am 88 years old, still working, still don't have a retirement plan. How can I learn? So it's all your own desire, your own ability to create the situation on a positive aspect and learn. It's not rocket science. Back in the days, remember when we had to go to the bank and put in the money and write checks to each other, right? And then we had something called a plastic credit card and a debit card. And we're like, oh, I don't know how to use it. But then we did. We learned how to do that. And then came these apps and virtual cards. And then came these Apple Pay and Google Pay, like you just tap your phone. I mean, all you need is your phone, right? Everything is digital. Cryptocurrency world is not something to be scared of. When you really learn and follow the steps, it's very simple. It's just a different way of like managing your commerce, and you can do that as well. So when you are going to fund your account, you need a stable coin called Tether or USDT. Why is it called Tether? It's a stable coin which is pegged to US dollar. So 1 USDT equals 1 US dollar. So when you are looking at funding your account, you have to decide a few things. Are you going to start with 500 USDT, 1,000, 2,500, 3,000, 5,000, whatever your budget is? When you're going to initially start your funding, there are a couple of things to consider. What is my budget to start my account? Number one, let's say you start with 500 USDT, I would add extra $50 because there is a conversion rate, there's a transaction fees, there is some gas fees you need. So if you want to start with 500, have $50 about it extra. So there are a couple of ways to get your crypto. If you are in North America, Canada, my side of the world, I would highly recommend that you get an exchange account. Very important. And sometimes it's hard to get it just because of age or you've never participated in these projects. So somebody who is your friend, the person who's referring you, or next to kin in the family can be your guide, because if you are 80 years old or 70 years old, you may not be approved for a crypto exchange account. But there's so many other ways to get the crypto to fund your account. So the person who referred you into the program would be your best guide to hold your hand, to guide you through how you can fund your account. So you need USDT TRC20 or USDT ERC20. Now you might say, oh my gosh, what is TRC20 and ERC20? When we are looking at these cryptocurrencies, they have a network on which they run. So in a layman term, I can give you an analogy of a railway station, So if you are on a railway station and you want to go from one city to another, you're going to get on a train, and the train runs on the track, right? Now, if I go to another station, that other train is going to have another railway track, and it might go to the same destination, but the ticket might be a little bit expensive, right? So it all depends upon which network you're going to use. Here in DSG Exchange, you can use 2 different networks for Tether. One is the Tron network, one is the Ethereum network. Again, a little bit of a learning curve, but it's not rocket science. If I can learn it, so can you. So once you have your cryptocurrency, you need to fund the wallet. Now, just like a bank account, let's say I have a bank account and you have a bank account, and I want to send you money. What do I need? I need your bank account information, correct? The same way, when you are funding your DSG Exchange account, you need the deposit wallet of your account so that you can send money to that account, and then you can fund your trade account. So where are you going to get all that information? You're going to click at the bottom right here where it says assets. This is your DSG Exchange account, okay? And we are funding the account. So this is assuming you have crypto somewhere, okay? Now, where are you going to get the crypto? That's another training, and I will walk you through on that one too. So you click on assets, and then from the assets, you're going to click on this little button. It says deposit. Why? Because we are depositing the funds into your DSG Exchange account. Once you click on it, then you're going to have a wallet address. Think of it as a bank account, right? This is your wallet address. So you make sure that it's USDT, the network is TRC20 or ERC20. So this is default. Then you have a wallet address. You can scan the QR code, and then you are going to take that information from DSG Exchange account, and then you will actually fund your wallet wherever that money is. Now, there's some optional features in DSG Exchange account. Sometimes people will say, oh, Gagan, I have Bitcoin somewhere. I didn't even realize it. but I think I might have like $500 worth of Bitcoin. Can I use that? Absolutely, yes. So what you do, you select the currency, you find your Bitcoin, or maybe you might have Ethereum. You never know. You can fund any of those, and then you can deposit. Most people who get started, they may or may not have additional cryptocurrencies. So if this is their first time, they're looking for a tether, it makes them feel comfortable because Bitcoin is so up and down and volatile. And so is Ethereum these days. If you don't know that on October 7th, oh my gosh, the day I got my luxury car, October 7th, between 3 and 4 p.m., in the crypto industry, almost $3 trillion of crypto was like wiped out, Bitcoin. And it shook the market really, really hard. But we didn't even care. You know why? Because BG helped us make money. We didn't even realize what was going on. I read the article 48 hours later. I'm like, wait a minute, but we made money that day. Yes, we did. Because thanks to Dr. Beard and his amazing AI codes that he gives us and executes, he helps us make money, whether somebody takes $3 trillion out of the crypto industry because those were the traders. Maybe we were part of them, made a lot of money on Bitcoin and took. So let's get back to funding your wallet. So when you fund your wallet and you have sent the money, it will show up in your exchange account. Okay, so let me tell you one thing you have to understand. When you are looking at your assets window right here, the dashboard that says assets, there are two things to consider. One is the exchange wallet, the other is the trade wallet. The trade wallet is connected to BG, and when we actually fund that and move the money there, DSG Exchange and the backend system knows that we are BG members, and we will be doing our trades using the codes that Dr. Beard issues. Okay? When we deposit money in the exchange, we also withdraw money from the exchange. So the trade account that we have is very protective and has certain rules to follow. And if you can follow step-by-step rules that are issued and are there for our protection and for our well-being and our financial independence, you will make money. If you kind of try to fiddle around and you are the Curious George personality that you want to fiddle and do your own stuff and, do your own trade and see, oh, is it really real? Let me just go do myself. And if you end up losing your money, guess what? That's on you, not on BG. There will be no compensation for that. There will be no guarantee or warranty for that. So protecting your DSG Exchange account is your responsibility, not Dr. Beard's or mine. Now, because of BG, or because, let's say, hypothetically, God forbid, if DSG Exchange gets hacked, then BG's guarantee kicks in. If we lose the money because he issued a code and that failed, then his guarantee comes in. If we want to play around and be Curious George and kind of change the settings and stuff, they're not responsible for that. So please be mindful of the rules that are put in place for your safety and for your financial freedom as well. So once that is done, what do we do? The next step is to get the money from here to go and transfer it to the trade account. So let's say hypothetically, you did not bring in USDT, because in order for us to do the trading, the trade pair that BG and DSG Exchange trade on is USDT and Bitcoin. So the money before it goes to the trade account has to be a USDT. Okay, so if you bring in Ethereum, you brought in Bitcoin, it was sitting here, there's a convert button, which usually is also known as a swap feature, where you can click on that and you can then convert or swap your cryptocurrency, which is not USDT, to USDT. Makes sense? So these are little extra steps before you transfer. Now, sometimes what happens, people have not followed instructions because they skipped and they thought they knew what they were doing, and they brought in Bitcoin and they just immediately transferred it to a trade account. And then they're wondering, oh, why am I not getting my welcome reward? Why am I not able to trade? Well, it had to be USDT to go into trade account for the system to be triggered that there is a new member coming in. And that is where certain mistakes are made. And it's not that you will lose your money. You just, it's extra steps to do, and then people have to go fix the mistakes that you made. So I highly recommend that you please follow the steps and don't skip, and understand the process first, not blindly copy someone and say, oh, step 1, step 2, checklist. Understanding the process is what will make you more confident, will give you more clarity, and will also skyrocket your ability to build teams. So once that conversion is done, now the last step that I would think is to transfer. So you transfer your funds that ended up in your exchange account to your trade account. And that's how your trade account is ready. Does that make sense? So now I'm going to share my phone with you, and I'm going to walk you through this step like a manual demo also, because it's different when you see it on the slides and it's different when you see it on the phone. So I'm going to share my screen. Give me a second, please. All right, so everybody should be able to see my screen. If somebody can unmute and give me yes. Linda, if you can, that would be great, or Dr. Beard.
Are you going to share your phone screen or what?
I'm sharing my phone.
Okay.
Phone screen. Yeah.
No, I don't see it yet.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Maybe we need to make your user with log in your iPhone is the cohort too.
No, I got it. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to do something here. Hold on 1 second. Be able to. Okay, let's try this one more time. All right, are you able to see it now?
Yes, we see it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, appreciate it. All right, guys, moving on to the live demo. This is my DSJ Exchange account, and like I was telling you on the screen, that this is where the home button is. This is where the profile icon is. If you click on it, this is where you will have to do your verification. This is where you will also get your referral link. I will not click on this because then you will see my personal information, and I do not want to share that on this meeting. So let's see. We will then go to the assets right here, and I want to show you what happens when you go to assets. This is where your deposit, withdrawal, convert, and transfer buttons are. So when you click on deposits, let's say you wanted to bring in some money here, this is where you will get the TRC or ERC wallet addresses, or you could actually click on the currency and pick whether it's USDC, USDT, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or whatever. So this is where these features are. I'm also going to share with you the record. If you look at this, these are my recharge. Recharge means deposits. And if you go back and look at all your history, you can see that I started on December 25th with 200 USDT, and everything else is my earned income, profits, dividends, everything that was earned with hard work and focus and learning. This is my record for that. If I go back and want to share the withdrawal process, because the withdrawal process, DSJ Exchange charges us 12% flat handling fee. The minimum to withdraw from DSJ Exchange is 35 USDT. Now, the withdrawal means that there has to be some money in this exchange wallet, not in the trade. So what would be the step? We have to then move the money from the trade to exchange and then withdraw it. Or if we got a reward or a dividend payout, or let's say it was my birthday and I was able to earn a gift from BG management team, I might get $100 right here. So deposit comes to exchange, withdrawal goes out from exchange also. So 12% fee when money is sitting in the exchange. Now in the trade account, when you are transferring, your money has to be doubled before you move money from trade to exchange. If it doesn't, and you initiate the transfer, you may end up paying a 12% penalty. So how do you check that? If you click on transfer, I'm going to move the money from trade to exchange, and I'm not sure whether I will have a penalty or not. Well, let's go test it. If we can just put in $1 here, because let's say if I did have the penalty and there has to be a notification that comes up, if I accidentally missed the notification, I don't want to pay 20% fee. But if it is only $1, then what happens? If I missed it, it's only 20 cents. So let's confirm and it's submitted. So this gives me the idea that, oh, my account is free. I can actually withdraw more money if I want to. So there's fund transfer from because this is default, I want to move the money from trade to exchange. And then let's say if I wanted to pull out 500 USDT, confirm, and it goes out. So now what happens is, now I have 501 USDT from here to withdraw to my centralized or decentralized wallet. Now this one, when I initiate the withdrawal, will be frozen for either 10 minutes or an hour or 5 hours, depending when am I going to initiate it, but it will actually show up in my wallet after a couple of hours. So if I do that, which is withdrawal right here, and see it says USDT currency, which is the default, I'm going to withdraw. This is the 12% handling fee that I'm going to pay. And then all I do. Now you have to look at this. It can take up to 24 hours. If the BG management team, and it is a manual, soft KYC process, so please be patient. This is for our safety only. Now, this can take up to 24 hours, but it never has in my experience, but it could be somebody else's experience. So please follow the rules. And there is clearly written that there is a 12% fee. If I confirm it, now it says submitted successfully. If I look at this section right here, it says it's frozen for the verification. If I go to the withdrawal and go to the top right-hand corner, it will say that it is under audit right there. So if you are patient, everything works smoothly. Now let's look at the deposit part. I have this account. I'm going to copy it. I'm actually going to go to my, let's see. Okay, so I have to share the screen again. Okay, so this is my wallet where I have some money. So I captured or copied my deposit wallet for DSG Exchange, and I brought it to the wallet where I have some money. So I'm going to put in USDT Tether on the network, which is the TRX, which is the Tron network. I'm going to swap this and I'm going to say, okay, put in 100. Okay. And then I will say continue. I will paste the wallet address. I'm going to confirm it, TLCR. Okay, that is good. I'm going to now send it. Done. And now I'm going to see that it is sent like right this second. So now I can go back to my account and I have to refresh it, and hopefully it will arrive in the next few minutes because 500 can go out, 100 can come in. That's all we do, and we are ready to move forward with our daily trades. And how do we do the daily trades? We click on futures at the very bottom. We slide the screen a little bit up. We go to invited me. And right here where it says, please enter the order code. This is where we copy the code from Bond Chat and we paste it here when it is your time to do the trade. Different countries, different time zones have different groups in which their codes are issued. So based on your region, you need to be in communication with BG management team so that they can put you in the right groups so that you can grab your code and you can paste it here and then you can actually confirm it. Once it's confirmed, you actually sit back, wait, and let the AI do the trade for you. Now, if you look at my copying history, I have followed Dr. Beard 728 times in the last 9 months. My winning ratio is 99.86%, and here are my trades. I'm one of the lucky and the blessed people, community members, who are trading with 3 codes a day, with averaging 1.85% daily sharing of your profits. So let's look at our daily compounding. If you hypothetically started your account with 1,000 USDT with 2 codes a day, you are going to earn 1.3% daily. Assuming that you are not going to miss a trade anytime, you will keep doing your 2 codes, you're going to be disciplined, and you're going to be in a humble learning state of mind, then you will be able to earn. Let's say what happens in 60 days, because BG is claiming that you can double your investment in under 60 days. So let's go and calculate that. Does that 1,000 become 2,000? Absolutely, yes, it does. Now let's go and change this 60 days to 12 months. $1,000 investment in DSG Exchange and participating and being a partner with BG as a proud BG member, learning from Dr. Beard, doing 2 codes a day, you will actually turn that $1,000 investment into over $100,000 USDT in 12 months. Now, what happens if you had 1.8%, meaning you built a team and you qualified for the 3rd permanent signal? Then what happens? Well, let's go and calculate. Some people's jaw drops and some people say it's too good to be true. Absolutely, yes. But numbers don't lie, neither does math. And if you can leverage your own learning journey with BG, you can actually create this success for yourself. So with that, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Where is my screen? Right here. And bring it back to you guys for further questions or answers, because the next step is, after you've funded, you've understood how to do this, the next step would be to get started with Bond Chat. So that would be a next series. I think we have surpassed our time for training. I think this is enough for people. So back to you, Dr. Beard. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be your co-host and the trainer today. And I welcome everybody who is going to be joining us soon. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much to you, Ms. Gagan, for your wonderful sharing, because after this presentation, if I would be a newcomer, I would definitely bet my money on it. Trust me. Yeah, simple maths. See, numbers don't lie. So it's simple. It's a fact, friends. Yeah, wonderful. Great. This is how the presentation for newcomers or some gatherings or etc. should look like, friends. Yeah. Please, this is a real life experience, practical experience, which I hope you will consider for your next gatherings or promotion, right? So please, also, she used her practical experience and clear thinking to show us the growth path and steady mindset as a truly professional investor. So I believe everyone here will understand the professional and operational process after listening to this fine, well, blessed presentation. So I'm very honored because this is what we're going to do, because words are not enough, but because we're in different countries, regions, so we're using internet power of the internet to really show the results of your hard work, discipline, and of course, if you have a cohesion and you follow the principles of BG. So I also hope that everyone can put what they learned tonight into practice, continue learning, continuously improve, and create their own achievements on the BG platform. So thank you all for your dedicated participation. We'll continue to bring you more valuable learning content and information, so please stay tuned and don't miss an opportunity to grow. Once again, Ms. Gaggins, thank you so much for today. This presentation was absolutely gorgeous. So, and let us walk hand in hand and win a brighter tomorrow with our strengths and actions on the BG stage. Thank you for your time, and God bless everyone, and we'll see you soon. See you next time.